Hello, are you aware of the value of a domain name? That's what I'm talking about today. Join me. Hello, welcome to Take a Step to a Better You. On this channel, I share what I know and continue to learn. My videos are about business tips, earning money online tips, YouTube tips. I also talk about just any topic, just to motivate you to take a step to make your life better. If you are new here, my name is Sherifa Nakalima. I'm a business owner here in Virginia, USA. If those topics sound interesting, consider subscribing and sharing and leaving a comment and be part of this community of empowerment, empowering ourselves. No one is going to do it for us. We do it. We take action and we make our life better. If you've seen me before, appreciate you very much. Thank you for getting back. Today, my topic is domain names. And when I'm talking about domain names, what's a domain name? In case you didn't know what a domain name is, Amazon.com is a domain name. Some end with .gov, some end with edu, some end with net, but most commonly it's .com. Amazon.com is the domain name. Walmart.com, anything.com is the domain name. But today, I want us to talk about domain names, how they relate to us. I'm going to talk to you assuming you are interested in business. You are interested in showing off what you do. Especially, I put here, like if you are a YouTuber, you may not think of yourself as a business owner, but actually you are. You are, as long as you're going to receive some kind of income. You need to see it as a business because you're going to to treat this money like it's a business. Anything you spend, you take off, and then you end up with a net profit. I have many topics about that on this channel, but I want you to start seeing yourself as a business owner. Assume you're going to earn some money on your YouTube channel. And then if you're watching me, maybe you are an affiliate marketer, you're doing, maybe you are a coach, like any kind of thing you do to earn money and any kind of thing you want to show off for other people to see, then you're going to need a domain name. You may not have a website yet, but you're going to need a domain name so it can lead you to a website. The way you get a domain name, you go search. I'll show you, by the way. I'll show you on my computer where you go to find the domain name. And today they are on sale, by the way. That's why I decided to record this today. They are on sale. I promote these companies. And please when you choose to go use my link, it's going to show you, I'm going to show you on the computer, some are 75% off, like things are on sale. All these things I'm listing here, like related to owning a website, they're on sale today. That's why I'm recording this. And even if they are not on sale when you watch me, still click on my link to take you to whatever is, they always have the lowest prices. At least this company, it always has the lowest prices. Just follow my link and make sure that when there is a sale, it's connected to my link. And my link is below this video in the description. I think I'm gonna put it in a pinned comment. Also on my website, honestsoul.com, you'll find where I say domain, and that's where you'll find this link. But going back to the domain name, why do you think, or why do I say it's important that you have a domain name if you intend to be online? It's because the reason you need to have it now, although you may not be thinking about having even a website, is because someone could take your name. Someone could go and take your name and buy it and take it from you. I remember when I used to sell personalized books. Maybe you heard my stories. I used to actually promote them on Amazon.com. When Amazon.com was starting out, they allow us to promote books over there. Now they don't. They don't allow books on there. And it was doing great. But then that domain, when you have a domain, it has to be renewed every year. And I had not selected. Now, if you decide to buy a domain, or if you own a domain already, please, if you didn't set it up for automation, go back and make sure they automate the renewal of that domain, because the domain is paid for like every year. So every year you have to renew. And something had not checked automation, and maybe they had sent me a reminder to renew it, and I didn't. That was when I was starting out. I've been online that was like almost 20 years ago. Guess what happened? When I tried, I don't remember, maybe I got a notification that my domain expired. So I rushed to go in the website to pay, and I couldn't. I could not pay for it. So I called the company and they said, oh, your domain expired. After so many days, you lose it. I said, what? I had named my business and I went and created a website, and here I was, they were telling me I lost it. I said, how do you lose something you created? They said, yeah, you lose it. If you don't renew it, there are people, by the way, this is a business idea for you. There are people who are just there to buy expired domain names, and they take them. So I said, well, so where is it? They said it's in Australia. I told this story before, one other video. It's in Australia. So they checked and they told me where to go if I wanted to find where it is. So I went, I found it in Australia, and someone was selling it for $4,000. That was how many years ago? It was over 10 years ago. But $4,000. Say, what? A domain that you go buy for less than $10 is right now, it's less than 10. They were asking me to buy it for $4,000. But you see, the problem is once they take it, then you cannot name it again like that because it's gone. I said, but I wrote that. I created all that. It used to be called Selene Books because I knew it was Selene with a dash. No one ever created that. It was my creation. They took it. So I said, I don't have $4,000. The good thing I had is another website. So I said, let me use this one. But I never got that kind of money again. The money I was getting from Amazon.com. That story is to make you think twice. If you don't think you need to get your domain now. Now, for you, it could be a different thing. Like right now, you could be a small YouTuber, you do your thing, but you don't have a domain name. Like right now, let me tell you. My name, SherifAnakalema.com is booked already. Take a Step to a Better You is booked already. You see that honestsoul.com is booked already because I know what could happen. Like I'd be here on YouTube and then I become big, you never know. Then someone who is watching me, they could just go and buy my name. Because when you go to buy a domain name, you just put in whatever. If it's available, you pay for it. They don't ask if you own it, if that's your name. As long as it's available, you can buy it. So please, if you don't have a domain name, and especially these the domain names that you need, number one, if you have a business already, you named your business, make sure you book that domain name, the .com of that business. And also, you may not have a website yet, but just book the name. And then, like if you have your own name, like me, SherifAnakalema, you make sure you book that, because now the branding these days is by name and also by company. So when you want to have a website in your own name, it's available to you. And then also, if you're doing some kind of tracking, like you're marketing online, you need like to track. So you have to have a domain for tracking results, tracking links, tracking. That's also a domain that you need. Although this one you could get anytime because you name it anything, the tracking. But the business and your own name, especially if you have the name of the business already picked out, please. It costs, I think today it's like $888. I'm going to show you the computer, you'll see. Go get it. It costs $888 a whole year. Go get it. That's the reason I decided to record this. And also, by the way, there's something funny. before I get into that, I was looking, they said the value of domain names. You could not believe it. In fact, there is another short story, if you don't mind. Let me tell you. There is a company, and I'll give you an example. The reason I tell this story is to show you the importance why you need to protect your name. See how I have Take a Step to a Better You here? This is just something I created. And then I also have Honest Souls. You see the domain name up there. I also created that. My company, the registered company is honestsoul.com. But here you hear me say, I keep saying Take a Step to a Better You. So there is someone, I'm going to relate my example so you understand it faster. Someone was doing business like that. They were using two names. And then, as it got bigger, it became a serious business. They wanted to start branding. So then they chose, like me, I chose, if that was me, I chose honestsoul.com. So I started branding and promoting. But then, as I'm promoting what I'm promoting, the people, like you, who is watching me now, when it's time to buy things, they keep referring to Take a Step to a Better You. But the owner had decided to brand it as Honest Soul. Assuming I decided Honest Soul, and the people were preferring Take a Step. So he said, you know what? Maybe I need to change this to Take a Step because people prefer that. So he goes, guess what? The name was taken. Okay, he had used it, but he had not booked it. He could not get the domain. To make a long story short, he went through a long process because at first they wanted to sell it to him back, to buy it back for $100,000. He did say, wow, that's a lot of money. And then later, the person who was selling it to him died. And so he had that the person died. He said, oh, now I think I could go buy it. Do you know this domain was on the books as valued so much? There was a value. They wanted to sell it to him. He wanted to buy it at that time. He still saw that as too much. He didn't buy it. And then someone else came and bought it. I think they were auctioning things. Someone else bought it. So people here kept demanding for the name. They kept calling it that other name, calling the business that other name that wasn't registered. So, long story short, he ended up buying that domain $600,000 US dollars. 600,000. This is the real story, by the way. $600,000 to finally get it back and use it, get it as his own. You see how expensive it was? If he had taken care of business at the beginning, he had booked the name before using it like that, he wouldn't have had to spend $600,000. And the reason I brought that story is because I was going to give you the most expensive domain. There's a domain they sold, business.com. It sold for $345 million in 2007. This is in Google. You can go check it. The most expensive domain name, $345 million. It was sold in 2007. And then we have carinsurance.com is at $49.7 million. These are the values of this domain. Voice.com, $30 million. Internet.com, $18 million. You can go research this. The reason I'm giving you these examples is to show you that a domain can be very, very valuable depending on what you do and what you become. And you never know. You could blow up. So please protect your name and any other name. So when you go, like for example, you find that they offer you .com and then .net, and you see, but most probably it's going to be a .com, and you can look out other names, like similar names, come up with some names. You may name something in future and book them and have them. I have seen people with the hundreds and hundreds of domain names. Do you know this is also good business? Like if you see someone coming up on YouTube, it's a bad thing. Maybe it's a good thing. I don't know. You see them coming up. Go check to see if they already paid for their name. You just put it in and search. If you say it's not protected, buy it and wait. And also you can go and buy expired domain names, hoping people will come and buy them back from you, like someone who was selling mine $4,000. Okay, so this, if you choose to get a website, by the way, I define a domain as the address, your address on the internet. Like mine, I have honestsoul.com. I have sherifa.nakalima.com is available too. I mean, I paid for it already. And take a step to betteryou.com. I have all those. I have many more, by the way. But that doesn't mean that now you have a website. Okay, you have the domain. The domain is like you picked a location that, okay, that's where I'm going to build my house. That's the name. But you're going to need other things if you want to make it a real website. And what you need is called hosting. See, domains are bought per year, like $888 per year. But then you're going to need hosting, which normally is per month. Although if you have the money, you can pay per year. I'm going to show you the computer. You see how much these prices are. Very affordable, by the way. And the reason you're going to need hosting, even before you make it a website, because you need a private email. Like me, my emails end with honestsoul.com because I could have info at honestsoul.com. I could have sales at honestsoul.com, support at honestsoul.com. You can have all those, but you cannot use them unless you have hosting. Hosting is like, remember how you have that location, which is the domain? Hosting is the house. Like you have a house now to store your products you're selling online. Maybe you are recording some videos. You have images. You have maybe a blog. You're gonna need maybe to write a newsletter or somewhere where people come and subscribe to your email list. You have reviews of your product. Everything is going to be hosted on the website, and you need where to store them. Like when you upload them, where they will be stored. You're gonna need hosting. Then, like I said, you're gonna need the email, a private email, not Gmail. That way you don't have to use Gmail anymore. And that's how you're going to be respected. In fact, if you're going to send like automated emails, like autoresponder, you cannot do them unless you have your own private email. And then you're going to need SSL. That's for security. You know how you have a website that says HTTPS and it has a lock on it for security? That's the SSL. And then this one for this company actually is free. It's called Who is God. This Who is, it means you protect your website so people don't go and search and know who owns it. If you don't put this protection, but which is free here, they offer it for free, for life. If you don't have that, even when someone wants to know, okay, who owns honestsoul.com, it will list my name, my address, my phone number, everything. So to protect yourself for that to be private information, you have to have the Who is God service. So all these are really basics, because if you don't have this secure service, like Google, when people are searching, they are trying to come to your website, they'll be warning them. The system warns them that this is not a safe site. So you need that. They have different categories I show you on the computer. Some are very, very cheap. Others are more expensive. If you accept like credit card, debit card payments on your website, you need a more secure one. Okay, I think that's it. Now, let me show you what the prices are today. I'm recording this on December 27th, 2020. But please, if you follow my link, the link I'm putting below, there's always be some kind of sale. And you don't lose anything. I mean, by using my link, the only thing, like even when something is free, I like to use my link because those companies, I've been in good books with them. I'm promoting their services. But even if it's zero to you, I still say I want to send them people. So I don't mind it, even if it's free. Some things are free, some at zero, some are free trials. You see, I'm going to show you in the computer. So I'll be back here just to say bye-bye to you and talk about what my topic is going to be. For those who watch me regularly, what I'm going to be recording about after today. I brought this in to make sure if you don't have a domain, please go get your domain. If you're a YouTuber, think of yourself as a business. You need to have your own private email. You need all these things I'm talking about. And they are very, very affordable. Okay? Now, let me go show you. Inside, I'm going to show you the breakdown of the domain, the hosting, and email, or the service, how much they cost. But very affordable. If you don't want to wait for that, I have a link below in the description and also in the pinned comment. Also on my website, honestsoul.com, when you go to hosting and domain, you'll find a link there. Okay? Thank you. I'll be back. Okay, I'm going to show you here how you search for a domain name. You come here in the search. When you first come on to namecheap.com, in fact, when you use your link, it is going to get you to the page where you click on domains, and it will bring you right here in this space. I'm going to search for a domain here. So you see what happens. If it's not available, it will tell you it's not available. But the one I'm going to search for, I know it's available. So you type it in here. No, not that one. This one. I already bought that one. So sherifanaka.com is what I'm searching for. In fact, I should make these small letters. Small, although it really doesn't matter at this point, but we want to get used to using domains in small letters. So sherifanaka.com. Let's see what it says. By the way, not here. That's only a .com is $8.88 today. If you use my link to get on this website, those are the prices. So let's see if this Sherifanaka is available. You're going to type there whatever you have in mind, what you want to check on. You can check anything. Anything that's not booked will be showing as available. If it's already taken, they'll show you that it's not available. I'm not testing that one. I'm just showing what an available one will look like. So it showed here that is only $8.88 per year, which is so cheap. And if you choose to buy it, you just click on add to cart. Down here, they give you different options. If you want a .NET, all these others, but maybe not, depending on what you do. But if you are doing anything to do with business, it's going to be a .com. So you click here and continue to buy it. But before you really leave, you want to add hosting. So you come here, and when you click on hosting, this is the page you'll see. They'll show you, actually they have the online beginners. Let me start here. The online beginners, see, right now, if you are to get here, like now, it's really so cheap. This one is 74% off, 45% off, 45% off, just $268 per month. And they have the easy starter, $1 per month. Only the first month though. Always be careful to read these in red. First month, first year. So you have to see what happens after that. But normally their prices are generally very, very low like that. Then small business here. If you're on small business, then they tell you what this does. You read notes here and you see what you really need, if that's the one you want. And then it's enough for you. Like the size, the storage size and all that, it matters. So 46% off for this one, 10% off, 75% off. So you come here and you choose, you add it on your domain. Before you check out, make sure everything is added. Now from there, we're going to need to select to check on. By the way, if you want a website that needs WordPress, and if you're familiar with WordPress, then you have to choose a different kind of hosting, which is this one here. So if you choose monthly, they're showing you even what's the best choice would be. And they say the first month is actually only $2. So here they show you 10 gigabytes, 50 gigabytes, 100 gigabytes. Then you choose. So you can also choose to be billed annually, but I'll say every month. You could change your mind. So it's better to stay on monthly, but it depends on how committed you are. You can try it out and see first. Then after that, the next thing you'll need to take a look at is email. You know, these cheaper plans, you have to pay for email separate. So let me show you. Once you select email, this is what you'll see. That, by the way, they start it off free right here. It's free for 2 months, free 2 months, free 2 months. So if you go right now, that's what's going on. They said this is the most popular. And this is the difference. Here, this is, you get only one email, one professional email. Here, you get 3. For example, you could have info at, for example, my company is honestsoul.com. I could have info at honestsoul.com. I could have sherifa at honestsoul.com. I could also have like sales and at honestsoul.com. Now, if you think you may have employees, maybe you want to go for this one. Because if you have other people, maybe you have a Joseph at honestsoul.com, then you want to have more, or more than 3. You may have 5 at the beginning, or you could have even more. So these are the prices. That was a trial, 2 months free. And then when you start paying for 3 emails, it's going to be $212 per month, $349 per month if there are 5. But for most people that have referred here, I suggest start with 3. Later, you can always upgrade, no problem. You can always upgrade. So that's email. The next one, we're going to look at security. So you have to make sure, especially now, if you have a website that doesn't have HTTPS on it, you're going to be in trouble, because even Google warns when someone is trying to get to that kind of site, they'll warn you. Or any security on your device, computer will warn you that that's not a safe site. So you want to be able to put this SSL on it, so it's HTTPS. See, like right here, this lock, to get that lock on your website, you have to pay for an SSL certificate. And this is how much they charge them. They're different, 5.88 per year, 588 per year, 1288 per year. But these are cheap services. And here, if you have more than one domain, you can buy this package. They say 30% off. I think this is good. If you're serious in business, you're going to protect more than 3 domains, then this is a good package. If you buy them separate, they normally tend to be more expensive. Now see down here, and it depends the level of security you need. If you're going to process debit, credit cards, all that, then the level changes. Whoever is designing your website is going to advise you on the right level of security you need. But for basic, like us people who are like me, I'm just an affiliate marketer, just a basic one is enough. Okay, and the other thing I need to mention is the Whois. The Whois service is free. So when you're checking out, you'll see that it's included. It's included when you go to the shopping cart. I don't want to make this too long. When you get here, everything is going to be very, very clear. And if you have a question, they have 24-hour chat support. You can always ask your question. They will advise you. But whoever is dealing with designing your website will also advise you properly. Okay, that's the end for this part. Hopefully it helped you. Please use my link. You don't lose anything. Sometimes you actually benefit, because it gets you in these specials that are going on. They're already programmed in our links. Okay, hopefully that was useful. See you next. Okay, so see, I showed you all that. When you go, you get to those pages, and this website is really, really very clear. And if you have any questions, they have 24/7 chat. You can chat. And you saw those free trials. Don't miss the free trials, 2 months free. Like everything I explained, if you need to go back, what I was explaining, you can go back or just go straight to their website. Everything is really, really very clear. Okay. Now, for those of you who watch me regularly, I'm going to start talking about earning online, money online, and I'm going to talk about affiliate marketing because I have this feeling that prices may change. You know, at the end of the year, like January when it starts, this online we're very, very busy. People tend to change prices of programs. So I want to explain partner with Anthony in detail, but short. I think I'm gonna try to record shorter videos. You know, short. Some of you think I don't know how to record short. I'll try to record short, but also explaining the benefit of this program, because I don't want it to. If in case he decides to change the price, I don't want him to take it away before you, all of you, know it exists. So I'm going to record a few videos. Today my video was number 95. My goal is to get 100 before the end of the year, and I have 5 left. So in those, maybe 4 of them or 3 of them, I'm going to focus on earning money online. If you're interested in that, please come back, subscribe, and hit on the notification bell. Today I don't have a comment section, but for those of you who watch me regularly, the comment section will come back after the 100 videos. When we get back to the normal watching, maybe two videos a week, I'll concentrate and then start talking about my people. Those who leave a comment, I pick out 2 and then I include them in the next video, and I talk about their channels, which is great. But for now, let's focus on getting to the 100 videos. Thank you so much for watching. Remember, go get your domain. Book them. Think of what you could call your business, what you could call your name, by the way. Don't forget your name, your full name. Like me, I'm Sherifa Nakalima, SherifaNakalima.com. Make sure you book it, because sometimes someone could take it away from you. If you are going to grow big, you're going to have your own website, like with a personal one with your name. That's the branding they're doing these days. You could have one for business, but also for you as a person. Because people want to learn more about you, they go to that website. Like I always end them, take very good care of yourself. Take very good care of your family. Take very good care of your health. Take a step to a better you. Bye-bye.